Thanks so much for joining It's Dating with Katy. Today is one of the podcasts that I'm super excited to do, and it is 12 qualities of the good guy. I am so on team good guy, and there's so many great guys out there. When I say good guy, it's just a cover word for amazing, he's rad, he's great, he adores you, he's good looking, he takes care of himself. There's so many superlatives that I could add on to that, but I just call him the good guy because he's different than the nice guy. He's not the nice guy, he's the good guy. So he's our keeper. We can call him keeper. So thanks for joining, and I want to make sure before we get into today's 12 qualities that you subscribe so you can make sure to catch all of these podcasts. Also make sure you get to the work with me, that way you can get on my email list and you'll never miss a podcast. Share this with one of your friends and check all the links below because I have some great presents for you guys. I've got my courses, they are out right now. I've got my Confidence 101 for Men. It's 1 hour video course. All my tips and tricks, all my golden nuggets, guys. And ladies, for you, I have 7 steps to sexy, because who doesn't want to get their little sexy back? It's my personal from frumpy to fabulous story. I want to thank Ryan Chang. He is my finance guy. He has been sponsoring these last 5 podcasts. I did 2 a couple ago, just on finances and being single mom and dating, like what is the best way to do that? He is phenomenal. He's really helped me get my financial structure, my financial generational wealth in order. And so if you are struggling with it, or if you're not even sure where to go, what to do, go ahead and reach out to him. His information is below. Well, let's get started because I literally have 12 character qualities of the good guy. Now, ladies, you are gonna want to take notes. And I do want to preface this that if you have not listened to, I believe it's podcast 5, the 4 things that every woman should be looking for, go listen to that as well. Super good. It really gets you focused on how to pick the right guy and not just let chemistry move you, because if you've listened to me long enough, you know that is not going to make a great relationship. Well, let's go right into this. Number 1, what makes the good guy a good guy? And remember, the good guy is he's the keeper. Number 1, and I think this is so clutch because on my last podcast, this was also number 1, he is a great communicator. Communication is key, especially in the first stages of dating, especially in having a flow and an ease of a relationship, which is hopefully your goal. It is so important that you as a man are a good communicator, but ladies, that you're looking for the man who is the good communicator. Now, these men are often good businessmen as well. They're usually sales guys. They don't mind the double check-in, like, hey, looking forward to our date tomorrow night at 5, because in work, they would probably be doing the same thing, right? I know at my job, I'm a very good communicator. You know, I try to do those calendar reminders, and then on top of it, a little text reminder with my clients whenever we have things coming up, checking in pre and post, like, how'd your date go? All of this is so important to me because my clients are important to me. And when somebody is important to you, you put in the effort to be taking care of someone and communicating well with them. So ladies, he's a good communicator. You'll see it from the bat. You will understand his intentions. He will make things move. He will get stuff done. He is that guy. And then go check out my podcast 31 and 32. It's my 5 C's of a great relationship, because you are going to want to hold on to those when building that relationship. Number 2, let's talk about this. In podcast 6, I talk about the 3 kinds of men in the world. Now this is just my own little mini variables here, but I talk about a beta male, which not a lot of my listeners will be or be wanting to date. And we also talk about the 2 kinds of alphas. Now, all of us women love that alpha male. He is gregarious. He owns the room. But guess what? You've got to be careful of the alpha a-hole, okay? Because he is the guy who does that not only with you, but with every other woman. And he is the guy who really doesn't have any concern for you. He already is the guy that's probably not a good communicator, but he's good looking and he's dynamic. And Katy, you just don't understand. Well, girl, I do understand. And because that's not the alpha you want the alpha awesome. Alpha awesome walks in the room. He's super successful, quietly confident. He can walk in and know that his ambition and his success does not need to be paraded around, because he is confident in who he is and his character. He's got confidence and competence. So we want to be looking for that alpha awesome, not the other alpha. Number 3, he moves things along quickly. Ladies, here's the thing. I know some of you want to drag it out, keep it in the DMs. You know, you're not ready for the next couple of weeks to go on a date. Well, the good guy won't wait around for that. And that's the difference between the good guy and the nice guy. The nice guy, or also known as the simp, will wait around and he'll try real hard and he'll do whatever you need to do. But the good guy, he's busy as well. And out of respect to his time and yours, he's not going to keep lingering in hopes that you are going to pick him. Because the good guy is ready to move on. He's confident. So he's going to move things along quickly. So don't underestimate and don't worry about that guy who's trying to actually get to know you and get on a phone call and even see you in person. That is the good guy. Now, if you really have some convictions about moving at a speedy pace and you've communicated that well to him, if he really likes you, he'll slow it down. But nonetheless, he still wants to get the ball rolling. So thank you if you are that guy. Here's number 4. The good guy offers to drive to you, pick you up, pay for a sitter if you need it, insist on paying not only for dinner but the valet. Guess what? That's called old school standards. And if you're a guy and you listen to one of my podcasts, I talk about that in finances. Look, I was a single mom. There was no way I was going to put $100. Where I live, it's $20 for a babysitter an hour. It's ridiculous. I wasn't going to put a 3-hour date, $60 investment into a first date with a guy. So we either had to make it work on my schedule, so he had to be flexible, or he had to help me out with that because my $60 had to go to my kids and not date night with some guy I just met. So if that offends you, that's fine. You don't need to offer that. Maybe you wait a couple dates. But nonetheless, the good guy offers on the first date. And you know what else? The good guy will continue to offer to help you in your life. The good guy will go fill up your gas tank. The good guy will, while he's running errands, see if you need anything else picked up. Heck, if you're the good woman, you'll be asking the same things. So make sure that if you are the good guy, here's my kicker. Don't forget to pay for the valet. We women are still watching. Number 5, he hears your heart. He doesn't just listen to you, which is just lip service. He's just listening. He hears your heart. And how do you know that he's been hearing your heart? So if you're a woman, let me just share with you, men want to hear what you're passionate about. They don't care that you make 6 figures. They don't care that you're the PTA mom, unless these things have a passion behind it. They want to know what excites you, because when they see you light up, it is so attractive to them. So for example, if your kids excite you, if your dog excites you, if your nonprofit that you work with excites you, he should hear that from your heart, and the good guy will be able to repeat that back. He'll ask you questions. He'll ask about your kids. He'll know your kids by name. He will ask you about your nonprofit event that you just went to and how did it go. He is not only listening, but he's hearing your heart. Number 6, he's involved with others and he has a care and concern for them. So he is still connected with his family. The good guy is connected with a good group of friends. Now be careful of the frat boy. There's still a bunch of frat boys out there who are hanging out with their frat boy buddies. That is not a good guy. That's just frat boys still being frat boys. But he's involved in other people's lives. And guys, if you're not involved in a nonprofit, go get involved in one. It's so attractive to meet philanthropic men. Women are naturally inclined to go do those kinds of things. We volunteer, we give back. Guys, if you have some free time, I have a client recently, he was saying he loves kids and he'd like to date someone with kids. Well, that's a great hope, but what you really want to do is date a great woman, and if she has kids, that's a benefit. But you want to meet a great woman whether or not she has kids. But what you could do in your free time is go volunteer with kids so that both of those needs are being met and you're not expecting this perfect woman who has perfect kids so they can come into your life. You've got to make that happen in your own unique way. So go get involved and do great things in other people's lives. Number 7, the good guy, he's just thoughtful. He thinks of you. He sends you cards. As a matter of fact, this might even bother some of you women. I just went on a walk last night with a girlfriend, and she's like, Katy, he's just so thoughtful. When I got sick, he brought me down a little package, a care package with cough drops, an avocado because he knows I love avocados, which has nothing to do with her cold that she had. But he was thoughtful. And that really matters. He hears that heart. He hears the things that you care about, and then he moves on them. Maybe, guys, some of you, these women you're dating are busy single moms. And look, maybe send her a meal with her kids on the night she's with them. You don't always have to take her out to be the good guy. Go ahead and send her that meal. He's going to be doing those thoughtful things because he is a good man. Number 8, he's complimentary to you in a sincere way. And it's not just about your looks. Now, of course, it will be about your looks, but when I say a sincere way, he will call out the details. He won't just say, oh, babe, you're hot, which he might in some occasions because you are looking hot. But he'll say, you are hot in that pink dress. It's amazing on you. You look fantastic. He will notice the details, and he'll notice it quickly. I have actually taught my boys to do this. If I come out and they can tell that I put in an effort to dress nicer, whether it was for church or a family dinner, when we were going out, my boys would say, "Mom, you look nice." And I would stop them and I would say, "Don't just say that. I look nice every day. Give me a detail so that when they're with their girlfriend and future wife, they can also learn this trait that you say, 'Mom, that dress looks great on you,' or 'Wow, what a great pop of color,' or 'Oh, your hair looks shiny tonight.'" Details, details, details. And when he does it early, he does it a lot, and he does it specifically. And guess what? He doesn't do it just about your look. He does it in all areas of your life. He cheerleads you on in your business, in your parenting, in your dog rearing, whatever it is that you are doing. He is proud of you. Here is number 9. He does not want or need you to be perfect. Ladies, I can't stress this enough. Men get tired by your need to be perfect because that's not something that they're looking for. Case in point, my client the other day, they went to Mexico with his girlfriend, and he said, "Let's go take a walk on the beach this morning." It took her an hour to get ready. All he wanted was for her to put on some shorts and a tank top, bikini top, throw her hair in a bun, and go for a walk. He did not need her to get her eyelashes on, her curls in her hair. He literally just wanted to go for a walk. Men are not looking for perfect all the time. They're just looking for authentic. And that is so important. And the good guy is looking for that too because that's who he is. So if you feel like you've got to always be made up, that's something you need to work on, ladies. But the good guy doesn't need you that way, and he actually doesn't prefer it. So try to be as authentic as you can with the good guy. Number 10, he does the little things, not just the grand gestures. Now, this is a great, great topic. If you've ever heard of the Gottmans, they have a great podcast, and I believe it's something called like The Little Things, because it's the little things that add up. And he is doing that because he's thoughtful and he's complimentary. So he is building into your love bank. If you've ever read the book, His Needs, Her Needs, it talks all about the love bank. And the grandiose gestures are great to a woman, but guess what? They're of equal value as the little thoughtful running and filling our car with gas. So guys, I'm just reminding you, it's not always the big things, but it's the little things that add up. Number 11, the good guy feeds your heart and not just his lust. So when it comes to being sexual and being intimate, it's not about his lust. He is not out here for his own needs to be met. He wants to meet yours physically and intimately. He is cool with talking about it. He wants to get to know you all around, inside and out, and he just loves that about you. Here's my last one, and this one is fantastic. Number 12, the good guy has an EQ. And if you don't know what an EQ is, go ahead and take a peek at podcast 35. I talk all about emotional intelligence, emotional quotient. This is the guy that's actually listed in the podcast right now. He is that good guy. So if you are that guy, thank you for being that guy. You are out there reading books, listening to podcasts on relationships. You want to grow. And if your woman sends you a podcast and it's this one, yay for her and yay for you for listening. Ladies, if you are dating a guy and you send him this podcast and he is not open to hearing it, then I got to tell you, we got to work on him still. He needs a little bit more coaching. But if you are that guy, thank you for being the good guy. You know I am on your team. And ladies, please let me remind you, at the end of the day, you don't need the tall guy with the great head of hair who treats you like crap. You need the guy, whatever height, whatever head of hair that you find attractive to you, who is amazing to you. Because I believe, actually, there are more good guys out there who want to love a woman than there are women who can receive it right. Go back and listen to my podcast 43 on maybe things that you might be doing to mess up your lives. Guys, go back and just listen to my last podcast on things that you might be doing, and let's all make relationships amazing out there. Thanks so much for listening today. I hope that you are that good guy, and I hope, ladies, you have found that good guy. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe and send this to a friend. And until next time, cheers to great dating.